Start of the second quarter. Valhalla leading Briarcliff 6-0. And they will have the ball with a 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. Ralph Gonzalez, the quarterback under center, gives to Christian Ursillo. He is bottled up. Nice gang tackling by the Bears. Christian Hatcher on the play along with Zach Vincent. Defense drove him back for a loss of 1, and it's 2nd and 11. Gonzalez with one wide receiver on the far side, pitches it to Michael Ferreira. Michael Ferreira shedding tacklers. Michael Ferreira down the far sideline. Michael Ferreira, a big gain. Big gainer for Ferreira on the pitch. He'll drive it all the way down to the Bears' 26-yard line.
What a run, but what a... Ferreira's not playing. That was Eric Pestlin.
That was? He's not on the...
Number 30.
Yeah, he's not on the list.
He's up?
No.
He's on. Ferreira's on. He's on right now.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that because I saw he wasn't on.
Gonzalez under snap, directing the offense. Looks like the Vikings are going to run it. And the ball given to the running back. Oh, stopped. A gain of about 2 or 3. Flag is thrown.
That was Parker on the tackle for the Bears. Flag is down at the end of the play.
Correction on that long run. It was Eric Pascalone. Michael Ferreira is sidelined with an injury today. And the Bears, after a nice tackle, it was illegal, a horse collar. And so Valhalla now set up inside the Bears' 15-yard line at the 12. Parker behind Gonzalez. Ursillo lined up wide right. That's Luke. From the 12. Gonzalez pitches it to Pascalone. Pascalone looking for the end zone. And he's brought down just shy of the goal line. And now there is an injured Viking on the field. It looks like number 1, Kevin Williams. Not a good sight.
Seems that Kevin Williams just took a hit and he's slow to get up. He was dealing with an injury earlier in the first quarter, potentially the same injury, re-aggravated. But the Bears coming together to discuss their defensive strategy, hopefully to get a stop on the Vikings. Jen Salvati over to help Kevin Williams. Still slow to get up. Gonzalez under snap again, hopefully to get a trying to get a touchdown for the Vikings, trying to increase their margin on the Bears. Here, Gonzalez takes the snap. He takes it himself in. Touchdown Vikings. Gonzalez on the carry. brought it in all by himself. Now increases the margin 12-0 Vikings. And now the kicking team to come on for the Vikings. Trying to increase it to 13. Anthony DiMaselli, here to kick the ball. Kick is up and no good.
DiMaselli's extra point is no good.
Kick went far right. DiMaselli.
So the Valhalla margin, after missing on their 2-point attempt after the first touchdown and the missed extra point, is just 12. But they've fought past the Bears' defense pretty valiantly, and now
9:42.
the Bears will look to respond with 9:42 left in the first half.
From the beginning of the quarter.
Here, do you want to?
Yeah, no, I would.
Okay.
It will be DiMaselli to kick off.
DiMaselli set to kick off.
Back to receive for the Bears, Daniel Hugel and Zach Vincent standing
Vincent and Hugel
inside their own
back to
15.
the Bears.
It's a line drive kick fielded by Vincent inside his own 10. Looking for blockers, has a lane. Zach Vincent, a nice
Vincent on return and return to 22.
good return out to the 32 before he is flipped. And
32-yard line.
And Henry Anderson has not gone out on the field yet. There, frankly, is not a full squad of Bears out just yet. And it looks like Nick Reich will be taking over the quarterback duties as Coach John Consorti is barking out the orders to him. He's been in a couple Wildcat formations taking the direct snap, but really has not quarterbacked them. The Bears will probably look for more of a running or an option attack rather than a conventional air raid. They'll have it 1st and 10 from the 32. Motion man is Zach Vincent. Reich fakes the handoff, takes it himself. The pitch went to Vincent, and it looked like Valhalla came up with the ball at the end.
Fumble on the play, recovered by Valhalla. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30.
The first play with Nick Reich in at quarterback goes disastrously for the Bears, and Valhalla set up again.
The Bears probably wanting Hank Anderson back as soon as possible after that disastrous play. Hopefully on the next drive we'll see much better execution from the Bears. And now Valhalla with the ball.
The defense needs to stand tall at the moment. Down 2 possessions. They are with a rookie quarterback. The pitch from Gonzalez. Williams is back in the game. And a nice tackle there from Colin Hatcher and Rayvon Bolar. But there are 2 flags down on the field. We'll wait to see what they are. And Williams is hobbling off yet again.
Kevin Williams is just so injury prone today. I would suggest that they keep him off the field, even though he had a touchdown earlier in this game. I would advise that they keep him off the field just so they could prevent further injury. And the Bears defense still standing strong. And the Vikings push back due to the penalties. And we'll see what they can do now.
It was a hold called on the Vikings. And they've really been their own worst enemy. The Bears have not given much of a pushback. And 2 wide receivers. Gonzalez drops back. Looking over the middle, deep down the seam. He's got an open receiver. And Ursillo dropped the sure touchdown. He was wide open and blazed his way by Nick Reich.
Second down.
The Bears lucky on that play. They just let Priscilla go right by. Just bad defense from the Bears, and they were lucky that he dropped it on that one. Otherwise, it would have been increased their margin to 18.
It was an absolute dime from Gonzalez, and another lapse in the Bears secondary almost led to another score, although this Valhalla offense looks like they are threatening again at any moment. They've got plenty of playmakers, and Ursillo, typically the sure-handed receiver, as we've seen so far this game, just couldn't come up with that one. And the give is to Pascalone. Pascalone, a first down. And then a flag at the end of the game.
Holding against Valhalla.
It will be a hold against Valhalla. Wipe the first down off the board. And they still can't stay out of their own way.
Yeah, Bears lucky once again, as the flag is in their favor, and the Vikings are pushed back again. Just still bad defense from the Bears. They really need to close it up and tighten up the middle, so they can't allow it up the middle again.
Stephen Boyer must be pulling his hair out at this point. Only up 2 scores. With the amount of penalties that the Vikings have incurred, this could easily be a 3 or 4 score game. And now another timeout on the field, as the trainer will make her way to the Valhalla sideline. Another long passing situation for Valhalla, a 2nd and 24 from the 43. Yeah, you've got a receiver, Pecora, on the near side. And on the far side, they have one too, Gonzalez. The give is to Ursillo, Christian Ursillo, who is bottled up. Nice tackling from the Briarcliff defense. J-Ron Stevenson there again. They have been one of the lone bright spots of the Bears defense so far in the early going, making some nice tackles for loss.
Seems that the Vikings are beating the Bears through the air, not so much on the ground today. Gonzalez should try and look for the passes in the air to his trusty receivers.
Well, he'll have to go to the air here on 3rd and 25. He's got 2 wide receivers, 1 split on either side. And the motion man, although they will run it right up the gut, it's Parker trying to bowl his way over defenders. And he will eat a few yards back to the 36. They could go for it here if they wanted. It's a long way, but they're kind of in no man's land. They're not going to kick a field goal from here. They could pin them with a punt.
They'll bring up 4th and 17.
And it looks like they will bring the punt team out on the field. Doing the punting duties, John Cho standing at midfield to receive the snap. .6:55 and clock is ticking left in the first half. The snap is to Cho. Cho gets the punt away, a nice one down the right sideline, which will bound. And it's down. What a play by the Valhalla special teams unit. Christian Ursillo downs the punt at the 1, and the Bears are going to be backed up into their own end zone.
Great job by the special teams on the Vikings, putting the Bears in a bad situation here with rookie quarterback Nick Reich. We'll see what he can pull out and hopefully get the Bears down the field.
Henry Anderson now sitting down with the trainer, showing no signs of coming back into the game, at least in this half.
Yeah, hopefully we can see a comeback from Henry Anderson in the second half, or maybe even in the fourth quarter to make a last drive. And now the Bears under snap, Nick Reich.
Reich lined up in the gun with Hatcher on his left. Hugel the motion man. Looks like they're a little out of sorts. They don't know how much they practice with Nick Reich at quarterback. He'll take the snap. Rushes on. He'll throw it down the right sideline, and it's nearly picked by Ursillo. Luke Ursillo. It was a floater looking for Caffrey, and he just couldn't come up with it.
Second down.
Just a bad throw by Nick Reich, just trying to get it away from being sacked and getting the safety. And hopefully he can make better plays as his first time around as QB. But we'll see. Maybe the Bears could go to Danny Hugel or maybe give it to Zach Vincent. We'll see.
In all fairness, there was a rush coming right at him, and he did not want to take a safety or risk intentional grounding in the end zone, which would have resulted in a safety. So, although it was risky, it ended up being okay. They just need to gain a little breathing room so they can start out. And Reich is going to take it himself. He's got a few yards. He's out to just about the 9. And that will make this a more manageable third down. Third and about 3, 2.
A bit risky running the ball with Nick Reich, getting away from the end zone and avoiding the safety. But a bit of a big risk. Maybe we'll see more of airplay from the Bears.
Those are just the critical yards that they need, the 8 yards to, give them a little bit of room, take the pressure off of Nick Reich and the offensive line. But this is a drive they really should keep alive. It's one they want. Reich is going to stumble and take it himself, but before he could get anywhere, he fell down. And that will result in a 4th down and a loss of a few. The punt team coming out for the Bears. Caffrey's going to be lined up nearly at the end of his end zone. He's got to make sure that he's in bounds.
Hopefully Caffrey can get it way away from the end zone, trying to get the Vikings way back to avoid another score.
Hopefully he can get a good one away. The rush is going to be after him. They really have nothing to lose. Snap is good. Kick is away. It is a high one down the left sideline, and it will land out of bounds, giving the Vikings fantastic field position. It will be spotted at the 23-yard line. So the Bears defense is going to have to come on and show some toughness if they want to go down to the halftime locker room in any kind of hopes for a comeback.
Now the Bears are just going to be relying on their defense to get a stop, hopefully to avoid another score and make a comeback in the second half. We'll see how it goes, though. We have Gonzalez under snap, getting ready to get the ball.
And it looks like Zach Vincent was being attended to by Salvati on the sideline. He will be out for the play. Gonzalez with a wide receiver on the far side. Looks like Ursillo. He's got 3 backs to give. It's to Parker. Parker's got plenty of room. Parker shredding his way through the defense. And he's down inside the 10-yard line.
Great work from the Vikings offensive line to get Parker the room he needs to get it all the way down. We'll see what the Vikings can do to try and get another score.
More importantly for Valhalla, no flags on the play. So now they're set up in a prime opportunity to put more of control on this game with under 5 minutes to go in the first half. First and goal from the 5, already up by 12. They're blanking the Bears at the moment. Gonzalez under center, has 2 backs behind him. He's going to give it to Pascalone. Pascalone will not get to the end zone, but he'll gain a couple.
Pascalone on the carry. Taken down after a short gain.
Pascalone getting stuffed by the Bears defense. Good defensive stop. The Bears are going to need it as they try and prevent another score on the board.
Gain of 2. Second and goal from the 3.
Pascalone picked up 2 on that run. So the Bears defense in a goal line package. Stacking the box. Got just 1 wide receiver, single set. Or Ursillo. Gonzalez under center. Gives to Parker, and Parker's not going to get there. More nice gang tackling from the Bears defense. That was Rock with Bowler
Stevenson and Brian Rock in on the stop.
and J. Ron Stevenson there. A nice combined effort to
Loss of two, bring up
drive
third goal for
Valhalla
number
back 2 yards. So it's a third and goal from the 5. If they don't get into the end zone here, they may go for it to really. I mean, the Bears defense has not been doing anything, and they'd pretty much be set up with the same situation. So if I were Coach Stephen Boyer, it wouldn't be a bad move to think about going on 4th down if they don't get it here. Gonzalez in throwing. The rush is on, and it's picked off! Picked off by Will Kakowski. He's got no one in front of him down the near sideline. Will Kakowski to the 35-30, and he's brought down. Brought down by Javon Johnson. But what a stand from the Bears defense. The rush was after Gonzalez, and he forced it. A floater that Kakowski could pick off, and the Bears might have turned the tide of the half.
Wow, what a play by Kakowski, getting right in between the QB and the receiver, picking that off, bringing it all the way down, giving the Bears a great advantage and possibly to put a score on the board before the half ends.
And it looks like Will Kakowski may have been injured on the play, on the tackle. A nice effort done by Javon Johnson, one of the big linemen, to chase after him, but Kakowski went down, and it looks like his left shoulder is being attended to. The Bears' offensive playmakers dropping like flies at the moment. And he will get himself up, and it looks like it is that left arm. Nevertheless, what a gutsy effort by Will Kakowski.
But I also want to point out a great play from the Vikings to catch up to Kakowski and get him down before they could give up the pick 6.
It looked like when he initially picked it, there was no one in front of him, and Kakowski's a pretty fast guy, and Johnson just tracked him down like nobody's business. But now Nick Reich and the Bears set up with an opportunity at the 25. Reich with 2 people behind him. The give is to Hatcher, and he evades the tackle. The ball is out, and looks like Hatcher was able to fall on it. But
Hatcher on the carry for the Bears, loss on the play, bring up 2nd down.
a loss of almost 10. So the Bears offense going backwards at the moment.
Seems that the Bears are starting to become their worst own enemy with all the fumbles and all the, well, not the flags, but just the fumbles and all the bad plays and the sloppiness. Hopefully they can turn it around and get a score on the board before the half ends.
Henry Anderson leads a pretty good passing attack, but obviously Nick Reich is used to playing receiver, running back, tight end. This is a spot he was not expected to be thrust into, and now he's in the gun at the 40 to be taking the snap, and the snap gets out of his hands, and he will be tackled for a sack all the way at midfield. More miscues from the Briarcliff offense, and with under 2 minutes to go, it'll be a 3rd and forever if they want to keep the drive alive.
Yeah, after the play, Nick Reich hitting himself on the head with the football. He seems to be pretty angry about that. Hopefully he can turn it around, or maybe the Bears can put it on the ground and see where they can get. But right now it's 3rd and almost 20.
Ask all members of the class of 1966, please, to make your way down to the field entrance gate. All class of 66 members.
This is likely 4th down territory for the Bears. One of the last possessions of the half. Even if they don't convert all the yardage they need, they will still. There's nothing really to lose if they at least get up a few yards on 3rd down. There's not a ton to lose if they were going to go for it on 4th. But it would be nice after that play, which almost looked like it was a sure touchdown, for them to come away with some kind of points.
Maybe we can see the Bears get into field goal position for Lucas Primes to maybe put one through the uprights, but very unlikely with the way they're playing. But we'll see what they do to avoid the 4th down.
Primes has already missed a 37-yarder that came up short. And now the Bears just over midfield. Nick Reich The snap is clean. The give is to Daniel Hugel, who's going to throw. He waits and fires downfield. It is incomplete. Had it for a moment. Will Kikowski was back in there. Then he juggled it and it fell incomplete. Nearly quite a play. A little bit of trickery from the Bears that almost paid off in a big way. Dimitri Caffrey will now be brought on to punt. So no positive yardage from the Bears. And with 1:26 to go, Valhalla will likely get the ball back with about 120.
The Bears so close yet so far on that trick play there. Kikowski just bobbled it, couldn't hang on. Would have been a great gain of yardage for the Bears. And now they're getting ready to punt it away. Caffrey gets it up high. Oh, the Bears seem to have control of it and get it down about the 15.
So the Bears are in. Ball will be spotted at the 16. Nice piece of work done by Dimitri Caffrey. That will go as about a 33-yard punt. And we'll see if Valhalla wants to take some shots down the field to really add to this lead going to halftime, or if they'll be content just to run it out or take a couple knees. And Henry Anderson looks like a sling is being put on his arm. The give is to Pascalone. Pascalone will be driven out of bounds near the line of scrimmage.
Seems Anderson's not going to make a return anytime soon. Unfortunate for the Bears offense, as they seem to be struggling continuously with Nick Reich at quarterback. But hopefully we'll see if there's going to be any changes made, or if they put it on the ground instead of getting it in the air. And hopefully they can turn it around before the second half ends. A minute to go in this half.
Gonzalez has already threw a pick on the previous sequence. So I'm not sure if Coach Boyer is going to want to go in the air on this. And the give is to Parker. Good tackling there by a myriad of Bears. Hatcher in there, along with Bolar. And this game is not out of reach yet for the Bears. They're only down 12. It's plenty surmountable, but right now the storyline is Henry Anderson injured, and it's not looking promising for him to come back in this game. He's got his left arm in a sling with his jersey off. Third and 5 coming up from the 22. The give to Parker will come up near the first down marker. It will move the chains. Although I'm not sure it's really going to matter that much at this point, as the clock will run under 15 seconds. And this will be the final play of the first half. Valhalla leading 12-0. Henry Anderson, Bears starting quarterback, knocked out of the game. And that is how we will go to the half. It's been all Vikings so far. We'll see if the Bears come out a comeback when we come back.